Looking to kick off for the Lakers.
Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Ritter setting up to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. As the play clock nears 0, we've got a timeout from Coach Brian Dable. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Ritter. He finds Johnson. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll send him over right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. A couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. They kick the running back in motion. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's only 1 yard on the run, partner, and that's going to leave him with a tough 4th and goal. Carney's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Don't jump. Ready?
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll go right back to Garindo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down throw for Fields. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. From the gun, Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints pushing for points. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Catch is made in close. And he nearly broke him for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A pistol snap. Fields. Cut near the goal line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Garindo. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go. Up. Hey, can. DQ. Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. He's on the move. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Giants might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's trying to push the field. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Hey, look. Hey,
Now Fields. Connects with Johnson. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Fields on first down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and they're There aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Another throw for Fields. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Wait. Here we go, Snipe. Ready. Out, let's go. Out. Go much. Right.
Throwing it again here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go. Good. Angel. Jump. Right.
Fields throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Mickey kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going run again with Jacobs. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Chase Young bringing him down there. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Finds Hyatt. And And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running on first here with Jacobs. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10 now. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
To the air, 3rd and long. Quick slant to Samuel. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He's got him. That's Tracy. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Giants grab the lead on their first series of the half. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Garindo running between the tackles. He's contained at the line for no gain. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Hey, Need you. Easy.
Now it's Fields. Put the body on the line for his team. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Ken.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's got time here.
The pass. The tackle made at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Ken. You got go. Hey, Ken. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here we go, son. 11. Hey, Ken. What's that?
3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Hauled in by Garindo. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Monday.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
He'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to a point late in this one. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs running behind center. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Setting up to pass. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Handoff running right. Jacobs. And this is a nice gain. That stopped at the 47. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So everything rests on the foot of Cairo Santos. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. So it's a win for the visiting